All right, it's fall, y'all, almost. I got an email today that said fallmost, and I'm totally there. Like, we are almost in to fall. And today I am looking at some transition pieces, like from summer to fall, which is going to be great because here in Texas, we are still really, really hot. In fact, we're hot throughout most of fall. So like a lot of the awesome sweaters and warmer weather, like hot flannels, don't work as well here, like when they're seasonally appropriate. Now, that said, we're probably going to see some because I love the idea of them. And whenever it's crazy hot outside, I'm spending most of the time indoors anyway. When September comes, life is like I'm in a wind tunnel. Like it's coming and I'm just trying to push forward and trying to stop and enjoy those things. And I really, really love everything from September through the end of the year, but I'd love to be able to take the time and enjoy them just a little bit more. And I really, really love like all of those rich, gorgeous fall colors, like the oranges and the blues. And in fact, this year we got cherry red. I think cherry red is a year-round color. I think all of those colors are fantastic. And so what I wanted to try and do is bring some styles in that still fit with those of us who are kind of at the end of our summer, but still feel a little bit fall. To do that, I have City Chic. I am a City Chic ambassador, and as long as City Chic will have me, I am in. Basically, they're my favorite plus size shop. I really, really wish that we had City Chic stores here in the US, but we don't. They're an Australian brand. There are basically two totally different City Chic websites, and that's because Australia and the US are basically opposite seasons. And so the US site has items for sale that are seasonally appropriate for the US, and the Australian side has styles that are seasonally appropriate for Australia. And every once in a while, I'll go peek at the Australian site and they just dropped this bridal line that, oh my goodness, is fantastic. If they get it here, I cannot wait to review some of those dresses. If you've never tried City Chic, I would absolutely encourage you, like if you don't want to purchase something here that's full price, go and check out their sale section. The quality is really just kind of unmatched. I would say that a lot of my very favorite pieces in my wardrobe, especially whenever it comes to party dresses and that kind of thing, if I'm going to a wedding, City Chic is the first place that I'm looking. Today, we're actually a little bit more casual, minus maybe one, and which is kind of weird for me. I don't normally do casual. I even have a pair of jeans. I think that we're going to take a look at some of these pieces that are going to transition us from the summer to the fall. The first one I think is definitely pretty summer. Piece numero uno. This one is an absolutely beautiful ombre dress. We start here at the top and it's white, and then we go to light blue, and then we go to this gorgeous, deep, almost maroonish blue. It looks like you took this dress and you like dip dyed it into this light blue and then dip dyed it into this deep blue, and I am here for this dress. The bottom has 3 tiers. We have this crocheted lace detail and elastic smocked waist. That is very good for those days whenever you had like a client lunch and you've had a little bit too much queso and salsa. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but been there. Now, the top has this crocheting all the way down to the bust. And like here, you can see it's actually pretty see-through. If I was wearing this to the office, in fact, probably if I was wearing it out in general, I would want to put a camisole under it. I am at my office today because we are still in a state of construction in my home. I know. So if I was filming at my house, I would absolutely put a camisole under. Today, we're getting the bra I came in. And that's what she wrote. Okay, the flow of this one is absolutely gorgeous. I just put kind of like these black Birkenstock style shoes. These are from City Chic also. I really, really like just about everything about this dress. Honestly, it's got a lot of extra fabric. I think that it's meant to be a little bit relaxed. I'm wearing a bra that's just similar to the color of my skin. I don't think that it looks nude underneath. I don't think that it's off. Now, like I said, if I was wearing this to the office, I would absolutely wear a camisole under it. Also because the back has a pretty deep V. I don't know if you can see it pretty well here. I sometimes struggle with flutter sleeves. These are pretty much the perfect flutter sleeve in length for me. I also like, if you look down here, it's like the flutter continues down. It comes together right here, and then it is like a flutter under the sleeve part, which I think is fascinating. I'm gonna give it a little motion. I love the flow. Just check out this beautiful ombre. I'm really pleased with the summer part of my summer to fall transition. Next, we have one of these tiered dresses. I see people in these tiered dresses all the time, but I've never had one that totally does the right thing on me. Typically, whenever I see these, it's like they are just effortless. They kind of hang off your bust. They look beautiful and tiered. Oftentimes I'll get them and they'll be almost a little bit too tight on my bust. They're not hanging down the right way. They're tight on my arms. City Chic normally does a much better job whenever it comes to fitting my body. And so I'm hoping that I kind of get that effortless, beautiful look. I've gotten some from especially like Amazon and little companies that are on Amazon. They're just not made as mindfully. This one is 100% viscose. It has some really pretty like pin tuck pleats right here on the front. Let me see if I can get that. It has a V-neck. It is a beautiful fall blue. Okay, not to steal the show from the dress, but look at this duster. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely beautiful. I didn't know what I would think about it with the short dress, but she is lovely. You can really see the detail of the lace with this dark color under it. And I'm gonna put it on with everything that I can. Here, because these sleeves are super long, you can see that the duster doesn't go quite the length of it. I think that this is so gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna take this off. You'll see it again. I'm gonna tuck it in this office and we are gonna talk about this incredible number. I think that this absolutely fit the bill. I thought that it would, but you can't ever be completely sure. So if you look, the waistline actually comes down and it tapers up, and I think that is so flattering on my figure. So I'm an apple body. I think that it gives me kind of a defined waist. My natural waist is right here underneath my bust. I'm much bigger around where my belly button is than I am right under here. It's like City Chic, just new. And then it's kind of like a mashup between a V-neck and a notch neck. It's like a real deep notch, but not so deep to where it's like at harlot levels, which y'all, you know that I'm there fairly often. I'm pinning, I'm sewing. But you actually don't even see the top of my bra in this one. The length I think is fantastic. I go a little too short a lot of the times. That last tier is really just right above my knee, which is delightful. And it just feels beautiful, swingy, and like it's just hanging off in all the right ways. I really, really struggled between this and like the red version. And I'm not regretting this one, but I'm really wishing that I had maybe also done the rest. I went real heavy in the blues, it looks like, but I'm just about done with them. I've got some blue jeans. I'm so excited. City Chic is finally starting to get out of the skinny jeans. I've never been a skinny jean lover. I honestly don't care what's in or what's out. I see those videos all the time and they do super well. Like, don't wear this. This makes you frumpy. This is out of style. Do wear this. Here's the thing. Like, I really, really strongly believe that you need to wear what makes you feel beautiful. I have told you before that I'm in my happy girl era. And what that means to me is that like I am choosing to be happy with myself right where I am. Like right now, in this moment, I'm happy. No matter what the future holds, the one thing that I'm guaranteed is my present, like what I have right now. Because I only get one now, you better believe that I'm going to enjoy it. I'm gonna wear things that make me feel beautiful. I'm going to pick things out that make me feel fun. I want to just feel life. So no matter what you want for yourself, if you want to be exactly how you are right now, if you want to change, if you want to tone up, if you want to lose weight, if you want anything, that's okay. And it's okay for us to work toward those things. But in the meantime, we gotta love what we got. That was a crazy soapbox, but I believe it. I truly, truly believe it. And so that all came from the cut of pants. And it's because clothes wrap a lot of us up. They just do. They always have for me. But I'm so happy that we've gotten wide legs. And let me tell you, if wide legs all of a sudden go out of style and skinny jeans are back in, I'm just not going to be loving them. Even if they look better on me, what I prefer and what I'm comfortable in and what brings me joy are these big old flares. And y'all, these are so great. You can see they have a hem all the way up to here. Now there was only one length in these, so there is a chance that I'll need to let this hem out. But the top doesn't have anything like super unique about it. It was all in the hem of these pants for me. I'm really loving the square pocket trend, and I had to decide, like there were a lot of great jeans to choose from, but I liked these, and there were several washes I kind of struggled, but this was what was saying my name. Whenever it came to tops to pair with these, I struggled a little bit, and I'm really gonna struggle because I did not bring a strapless bra today. But I ended up with this super like regal purple off the shoulder number. I don't know, I really thought that this one was lovely. I thought that it was very different, and that's something that I always am going for. I want something that someone will look and say, you know what, that's really unique. Where did you find it? City Chic's got me for that one. But this is off the shoulder. This bow goes off of this shoulder. This one goes on here. I think that it'll be beautifully paired with the jeans. And then I got this piece to go over it, and I thought this was so incredibly romantic. You just saw it, but now I'm gonna describe it. This is a duster. It is a large, extra large. It has robe-like properties. It reminds me a lot of like a long Spencer from like Pride and Prejudice, Regency era, but it's just a beautiful lace. Let me see if you can see. Like just an absolutely lovely, lovely embroidered lace. The front has a tie. It just has some nice little finished wide sleeves. They didn't put the typical like big black City Chic tag. They gave us a nice little white tag because you can see through this bad boy. Fascinating. I was really expecting this to be polyester, but it says that it is 100% cotton, which surprised me. I think that I could wear this over several pieces. I'm definitely going to try it. You've already seen one, but prepare yourself to see a few more. I am in love with these jeans. I think the top's pretty cool too, but you either need to wear a strapless bra or like me, pull the bra strap into your shirt, which is probably not gonna do great things for your left boob. Personally, I think that City Chic's jeans run a smidge on the tight end. And I think that the reason for that is that they're not made of stretch material, so there's just not the give in them. But you can see, like, I'm not really hanging over or anything for this, but it is snug. I would not size up. This is the ideal size for me, but I can fit in some denim right now that is a size 18. I just want you to be aware of that. I'll put my measurements in the description. Everything that I got was a 20. What determines my 20 is definitely around here. That's where I carry my weight. Right down here, my butt, like once you get past this part, there's not much there. And so it's always a little bit loose, but I'm so happy that we're bringing back flares. I am so happy that we're bringing back wide legs. It just brings my little 90s heart joy. Now this top I think is so fun. I don't know how practical it is, but I don't know that I was also looking for practicality when I chose it. I'm gonna let you see some motion. Also, these are not talls because that wasn't an option, and I was worried, and I think we can collectively agree that City Chic runs long. I wonder if there are some tall ladies in Australia. I'm 5'10", and I have pretty much never had an issue with length when it comes to City Chic. This is not the right style top for the duster. The one shoulder does look a little bit odd, but I think that it looks great. You see the lace through it. I think it looks great with jeans. That's what I was trying to finish that sentence. I think it looks great. I think it looks great with jeans. I think if you had the right top under here, it would be absolutely beautiful. All right, this is a gorgeous color. It's not one that I ever used to gravitate toward. I don't know if I'd call it like a russet brown, maybe burnt orange, maybe rust, but with a little bit less red in it. But I think that it is a good color for me. This is very, very similar to that kind of teal dress in style, but it's a maxi length. And so it has an elastic cuff. It's got more of the little pin tucks right here on the sleeve. The front has the pin tucks on the chest. I mean, it's practically the same dress, but I thought that this one screamed fall, and I thought that I needed it in my closet, and you might be looking for something like this too. Okay, so on the screen, I always put the original price and then the price that it's selling for currently. Now, when it comes to City Chic, they often have a sale. In fact, I'm gonna look right here because I am at my desktop. If you've never shopped with them before, normally there's like a $50 off type coupon. And then a lot of times they have a 40% off, like if you spend $150. Now I will say that if you've got a dress that is $100 and it's currently marked for $75 and there's a 40% off, it's talking about 40% off of the original price. And then links for everything are down in my description. This one's lovely, perfect fall work dress. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I really, really like this. I think I like the teal color better, but I love this length. I think that this length is ideal. I like it with the little booties. It's the same dress with just some more fabric in the middle. I love the feel of it. It fits wonderfully. Let me go get the duster and see how that looks with this lighter color. Okay, so I thought that this was gonna be worse with the lighter color, but I think that this actually feels more fall than anything. Isn't it beautiful? And maybe it's just that the long skirt is under it. I'm unsure, but this is probably gonna be a fall favorite for me. Everything about it's lovely. I'm gonna pull up and let you see this detailing. It is just lovely. Look at the back. I'm good with this. I think that it's great. I really debated between two different jean dresses and I thought that I chose the other one, but I did not. This is the one that I chose, which means that this is the one that was absolutely meant to be. It has really, really awesome balloon sleeves. I've never seen balloon sleeves done quite like this in a denim. Pretty excited about that. It's got a belt that wraps around it. There are pockets in it. This is a very, very heavy dress because it is truly denim. Because it's City Chic, I'm imagining that it fits beautifully. I really, really hope so. This is a size 20. I believe that everything that I ordered today is a large/20. This has a zipper in the back, and let's see what she's made of. And this is 100% cotton. Often denim is 100% cotton, but that goes to show us that there is no stretch in this dress because it is truly denim. It is, like I said, dang, it's heavy. Okay, I've got this going on with my suede boots. This one is almost too tight. This is a 20. I'm pretty sure I'll put somewhere if it's not. I could not step in. There was no way that I could get it to go up over my hips, so I had to go the other way and like dive in from below. But I also am here alone, and if I zipped it up all the way, like it would absolutely close. But if I zipped it up all the way, I'd be trapped here and you wouldn't get to see any more clothes. So I think that it's nice. I'm wondering if it makes me look a little too hippie. It's got great big deep pockets, and I adore the balloon sleeves. They are totally like my Anne of Green Gables sleeves. The puffiest and the best. I'm also wearing some shoes that I got last season. I'll see if they're still on City Chic. It was the capsule wardrobe, like for the office, and I did these suede boots. The only problem with these suede boots is if you are not used to wearing heels, they are, come where you can see them up here, look at this. These heels are healing. All in all, I like it. I can't say that I'm in love with it, and I wonder if I should have gone with this other one. I think that the duster would have been gorgeous over it, but this one feels much dressier. And my life has more dressy occasions than casual occasions because I'm in an office every day. And because of that, this is probably the more practical option. Okay, it wouldn't be a haul of mine if I didn't add a little bit of feminine flair, like a little something that pushes the envelope for me. Though I do wish that I had shapewear and a better bra to try it on. That's okay. We're in this together. We got this. But this is just a beautiful, I don't know, I would call it like a dusty rose color. I don't know if that's coming through on the screen like it is in person. I mean, it is pink. It looks almost bronze in my viewfinder, but it is definitely pink with almost a silver sheen to it. Online, I thought maybe it had like some gold, like you can see kind of a white silvery sheen. It's short. It has a stiffener at the seams, which make it stand out just really, really cute. It has a lot of pleats. Look at the pleating detail on the chest. It goes vertically on the chest and then it goes horizontally here at the waist. The back has some elastic, but not a lot of it. You can see there is a little bit of stretch right there that they've got built in because there's not any stretch to this fabric. Like City Chic does such a great job with the details. If we look, the lining is the same material and the shine, which is the super soft part, goes on the inside. So it touches your body. So this entire outfit is going to feel beautiful on. Okay, it's called the Betty Bow dress, which I think is just adorable because it's got those bows on the shoulders. And wow, this is 76% viscose, 24% polyester, which is a little bit shocking. And then the lining is 97% polyester, 3% elastane, so obviously the lining is not exactly the same material. I apologize for the fib. I just thought that this one was so precious on. It's probably not something that I would have ordered on my own, but it's something that I definitely want to see in person. So sometimes you just gotta do it. Okay, so for the fun, flirty fall, I have got you covered. Now this one has a couple of downsides to it, and most of it has to do with the dressing part. It's very difficult to like zip and unzip right here where this elastic is. With that said, I'm here by myself, so I knocked these suckers down, turned it around, zipped it in front, and then turned it back. I could get everything zipped, but just this like little inch up here, which will have no problem closing. It's just, I'm alone. Same. Now, the bra that I was wearing showed totally, and this is not the style dress that you want something like that showing. And so I totally took it off. That means that I'm going braless, which is not a situation that I prefer to be in. And I feel like even though I'm not quite as like pulled up as I would like to be, I am held in. Nothing's slipping, nothing's doing any of that. And so I like it. There is absolutely zero give in this. And so it's a 20 and it's a tight 20. I'm gonna show you, I think that it's sweet. I know I'm gonna have a whole lot of comments about how it's too short, but I saw it on the model. I knew it was short, but I really do think it's pretty. It's kind of a dusty rose. I think that the layers are just gorgeous. I think the pleated detail is really, really beautiful. Honestly, there's not a lot negative that I can say about this dress, aside from, Meredith, why didn't you wear your strapless bra? And some shaper would be good too. But I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know which of these outfits were your favorite. I'm gonna pull back and talk to you and let you know my final thoughts. I hope that you enjoyed the summer to fall transition video with items that I pulled from City Chic. I think there were some that were really good, some that I didn't love quite as much. They all have their merits. They're all incredibly well made, but some just weren't perfect for me. And I want you to remember, like, I'm never gonna look at something and say, that is a bad piece of clothing, because that piece of clothing may be perfect on someone else's body. It may be perfect with someone else's comfort level, but for me, it may not work. For me, that piece would be this dress, our very last dress. I think this is a beautiful dress. And I always send things I'm on the fence about to one of my sisters-in-law. And whenever I send her this one, she's like, I have no idea what it's gonna do, but I have to know. And that's exactly how I feel. And I feel like this dress would be ideal for a young lady who is going to a homecoming, a young lady who is going to an 8th grade dance. Like, we were in NCL and we had mother-daughter teas and things like that. This would be perfect for a tee. In fact, if I was a little bit more comfortable with everything about it, I could see me doing it. Perhaps if I sized up. I think that part of the problem is that this one was just a little bit snug. But I think that this is overall a gorgeous dress. It's just not the right one for me. Probably the second one that I'm on the fence about would be the denim dress. I think that it's beautiful. There is just something holding me back, and honestly, I think it's the weight. It is very heavy and it's hot. It's like 72 degrees in my office, and I was sweating by the time I took it off. And because of that, and because of what the weather's like right now outside, I think that it's just a more into fall piece for me. Like, I really think that I need to get into November and wear this bad boy, and I think that I'm gonna have a totally different outlook on it. All right, so the next one would probably be this purple top, and I think it's because I would have to wear a strapless bra. There are certain things that I don't mind wearing a strapless bra with. So my last Nuuly, I did a little short on it, and the lemon dress was by far everyone's favorite. I kept the lemon dress, and then I also kept this jumpsuit, and I replied to some of you in the comments about this, but the jumpsuit and the lemon dress I wore equally that month. I wore them out every time I wore the lemon dress. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Where'd you get that? I love it. I always dress in lemons in the summer. That's my favorite way to dress. I mean, like, compliments from strangers all over the place in that lemon dress. Now, let me tell you, when I wore the jumpsuit, it was crickets. Nobody complimented me, but I felt amazing. Like, I felt so freaking gorgeous in that outfit. Like, I felt like I was fun. I felt like I was just just beautiful. And so I kept both of them, because even though people who were outside of me didn't appreciate that one as much as they appreciated the lemon dress, I did. And I felt beautiful in it. And so sometimes that's just what we need. And my whole point to that, I'm so bad at getting off on tangents, was that with that jumpsuit, I had to wear a strapless bra. Totally didn't care. This one, I don't know if I love it quite enough to just not care. The thing is that this has to pair with pants, which means I have to get up in the morning and decide that I want to spend 7 to 8 hours sitting at my desk in a strapless bra. That's where I'm on the fence with it. I'm going to keep it. I'm definitely going to wear it a few times and see what my thoughts are, because it's got such an interesting silhouette, but it's not top of my list. I would call everything else like really pretty awesome, and I'm going from my least to my most favorites of the really pretty awesome. So this is my least, and that being said, this is beautiful. When I first put this on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love with this dress. But there were just so many awesome things that came after it that I can't say that it's my favorite. It's definitely more summer leaning than it is fall, but I can definitely still wear this time of year. I think because of this deep color on the bottom, that it still is a transition piece, even though she feels a little more summer to me. Now I've got some difficult choices. I really don't know. I'm gonna say that next are the jeans. They're a smidge snug in the waist, a smidge loose in the booty, but that's kind of part of who I am. And I think that they are beautiful. The way that they flare is perfection. These will be so perfect with a pair of cowboy boots. These will be so great with tennis shoes. I can formal these up and I can casual them down, and I'm happy about both options. I really, really love the wide hem. My one concern about these when it comes to you is that I'm 5'10", and these were the perfect length on me. So I just want you to know that a lot of times the pants at City Chic run long. A lot of times the dresses at City Chic run long. City Chic speaks to my heart and my height. All right, so next I've got these two dresses, and I honestly do not think that I can say I prefer one to the other. If I had this length in this color, it would be the perfect dress. They are both amazing. I'm gonna get a heck of a lot of wear out of both of them, and I'm about ready to throw them in the wash and hang them in my closet. The outstanding piece to me was this duster. I thought that it was lovely on the model, and then whenever I put it on, I was like, oh, I feel fancy. And when something makes me feel fancy, I keep her around. I would love to know what your thoughts are. I thank you so much for coming and joining me today. I appreciate you bearing with me in all of my many settings. Eventually, we'll get back to my house and I'll have a little studio. We in fact just went to Costco today and bought some vinyl wood flooring. Our contractor will be replacing things in some eventuality, but I found one that's a really nice light color. A lot of people have told me that they'd prefer me to have a light background whenever I'm trying things on because they can see the details a little bit better. If you like this video, I would love it if you would like it. If you have watched a lot of my content and you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. I think like the thresholds for subscribers are like 1,000 because that's whenever you join the YouTube partner program, but then also again at 100,000. So I've got a long way to go, but I like personally gauge my channel growth on it. So it brings me joy to see that happen. I cannot get to all the comments, but I get to as many of them as possible. I really appreciate you taking the time to comment. It really helps my channel. It helps with the engagement. I feel like I've built a relationship with a lot of you because of the time that's in the comments. And then every once in a while I'll have someone say like, you used to always respond to my comments and you haven't responded to several, and I'm so sorry. It's not intentional, I promise. But don't give up on me. I appreciate the heck out of you. I'd love to know if there's anything that you want to see from City Chic. If there are specific things, please feel free to send me an email. My email is down in the description below. I hope that you have a day as amazing as you are, and I will see you in the next one.
'Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. 'Cause you know